Good morning, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Twitter. Just thought I would do a LinkedIn Live this morning and just touch base and talk a bit about what's going on and, just try and share some knowledge. So it's been an interesting couple of weeks, and I've actually found that I am getting a lot more engagement with physicians through content and marketing than I am through cold calling. So don't get me wrong, still going to cold call, still going to do cold emails and do outreach to try and meet and connect with as many physicians and healthcare professionals as possible. But it's interesting. So it's interesting that someone shared something and the physician reached out to me, or they saw something I posted on LinkedIn, or in some cases it's been someone forwarded a video, right? So I had someone reach out to me the other day that their partner's a physician, and they sent a post I did, and we're talking about it. So that means I will endeavor to work on creating more content and work on doing more marketing and stuff like that. And I luckily have a great company here in Bowmanville called Brand Ambition that is helping me with that and somewhat teaching me as well. So it's been interesting. So I think realistically, organizations that want to recruit need to build a culture of retention, build a culture of safety, and a culture that is welcoming and that makes staff feel safe, which is really difficult in healthcare and which is not really happening as much as it should. So I think we need to focus on trying to take care of our nurses and our physicians and our lab techs and everybody in healthcare, because if we make them feel safe and if we make their job well, they will do a good job, they will feel safe, and they will then attract they'll attract other people, right? Make your organization a magnet so that people want to come there because of how the people that are there are treated. Incentives, I don't think always work. So remove barriers, make sure people can get through the licensing process and get through the relocation process and do a really good onboarding. Those are the things that will generate a positive experience, which will then generate a great brand for your organization. So the last thing I'll say before I sign off is I am currently recruiting for a bunch of positions. I'm looking for multiple types of physicians in Prince Edward Island. It is a great place to work. They've got some really cool clinical stuff and some interesting clinical ideas and things going on. One prime example is they're building their own family physician relief program where a physician is hired and covers other people's practices. So the big concern right now often is, how do you take time off as a family physician given the workload? So PEI is trying to address that by supporting the physicians that they have. We're also looking for some emerge physicians to work in a couple of their different sites, predominantly third-year EM physicians and physicians with emerge experience. Also looking for anesthesiologists to work across two sites, more, as well as family physician anesthetists, so FPAs. Looking for internal medicine, somebody that's willing to do internal medicine call and consults. You're not MRP, so it's call and consults, but then can also do a specialty clinic. So if you're a respirologist and you're interested in doing internal medicine, then you can look at doing that as well. The nice thing about PEI is they will pay your office expenses. So it's really like the equivalent of making 20 to 30% more just by taking those expenses away from you, right? So if you're interested in PEI, let me know. We can arrange a conversation and touch base about what that looks like. I'm also looking for a nurse practitioner in Ontario, in Markham. Looking for a nurse practitioner in mental health that can work full scope. So everything from assessments to treatment to follow-up and stuff like that, right? So it's a permanent opportunity Monday to Friday, predominantly 9 to 5. However, sometimes there's flex in the psychiatrist schedule. So, you might on a Wednesday, you might have to work till 6 and start at 10 instead. So looking for flexibility, looking for someone that really wants to work full scope, sorry, not scoop. I'm thinking ice cream. That wants to work full scope and, has a passion for mental health. I'm also looking for a couple of obstetrician gynecologists in Ontario, smaller centers, hospitals with 200 beds, doing around 600, 700 births a year, supported by anywhere between 4 and 5 midwives, one of which is supported by a lot of family medicine obstetric trained physicians in the area as well. So, good environments with support. Both are, one of them is a team of 4 looking to add. The other one is a team of 1 with family medicine support. So it's really a bigger team than just one. Also looking for a hospitalist. It's 7 days on, 7 days off. So 14 days a month. Call is within the 7 days on. And it's like 1 and 2. So, small community, around 30 beds, 41 beds, 2 hospitalists on at a time. They're looking for full-time hospitalists, but they will also look at locums if you're interested in doing a locum. Also looking for a dermatologist in Toronto. I have a client that does a mixture of cosmetic and medical derm. It's really an opportunity to open up your own practice within the confines of a support structure. So you can determine kind of what your practice is going to look like. Some of the existing physicians have ties to Sunnybrook and the University of Toronto. So, it is a well-run practice. So that is, it's positive from that standpoint. So, and then, we've got a bunch of opportunities in Florida as well for family physicians and primary care. My colleague George, who takes care of the United States, can speak to those at some point as well. So, just happy to touch base. Looking for chief of emerge in Ontario as well. A smaller emerge, about 100 visits a day. It's a 0.2 FTE. There's about 30 family physicians that emerge physicians, that work in the roster. Let's say about 5 or 6 are full time, and the rest are kind of repeat locums, or what I would probably call part time. So there's an opportunity. There's an opportunity to look at that if you're interested in leadership and want to make that move. You can also work, and ideally would work 6 to 8 emerge shifts in the department as well. So, it's a good opportunity to progress into leadership and work around physician engagement, physician recruitment, and building relationships within the hospitals. So a lot of the roles that we've been seeing lately have been physician leadership roles. So if that's something you're interested in, I'm happy to touch base and get an idea of kind of upcoming opportunities and stuff like that. And we work with physicians, and we work with hospitals around some coaching and leadership development as well. I have an organization that supports our clients in that to allow everybody to onboard and be as successful as possible. So working on some new websites. So my websites will come ready soon and help describe kind of what we've done and what we do a little bit better, and go from there. So either way, happy Wednesday morning. I am at 9 minutes. I think that's about enough for listening to me ramble on. So have a great day. Take care of your healthcare providers. Keep an eye on your friends. Keep an eye on your neighbors, and we'll talk to you soon.